Good day, this is Think Dr. Pastor Phil, and I want you to meet Jesus. We're in John chapter 4, and Jesus is traveling throughout the land as people watch him. I want you to watch Jesus with me for a minute here. In verse 43, it said, after 2 days he left for Galilee. Now he spent 2 days in Samaria talking to people about the gospel, about the good news, about what God wanted to do in their life, and many received that gospel. Now Jesus himself pointed out that a prophet has no honor in his own country. Now he's going back to his own country, to Galilee. When he arrived in Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him. How interesting. They had seen all that he had done in Jerusalem at the Passover feast, for they had been there also. I want you to think about this for a minute. These Galileans had traveled all the way down to Jerusalem to be there for the feast, and they really watched Jesus. They watched how he treated other people. They watched how he spoke. They watched how he walked through the streets and how he interacted with other folks. And because of the life that he lived and the things that he said, they believed. They began to look at him. Now, it's really hard sometimes to accept truth from someone we know. We want somebody to come from, a different place. I used to say it this way, you need to be 50 miles from home and have a briefcase, and then people will listen to you. And if you have a little bit different accent, then they'll really listen to you. If you're from the north and you're down in the south, somebody might listen to you. If you're from Ireland and you come and speak in the middle United States, people want to hear you, right? Because they think if you're different, you know something. But Jesus was different. He spoke with the same accent these people spoke with. He lived in the same city. He went to the same places, he did the same weddings, and here they are looking at him going, there's truth inside of him. We've seen his life. His life is inspected by them. I want you to inspect the life of Jesus. Go ahead and inspect my life. Inspect the life of those who claim to be believers in Jesus. Are they really living the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ? Are they accepting other people in and saying, come, join me and grow stronger? Father, I pray for my friend right now. Just as these Galileans began to believe in Jesus because they inspected his life, they watched what was going on inside of him. They saw him under pressure, and they saw him in questioning. They saw him in good times and bad times, and they said, yes, this is the real Jesus. Father, help us to receive that, and help us to be good stewards of the gospel that's placed in us, that our life could be inspected and people would find Jesus inside of our life. I hope somebody finds Jesus inside of your life. I hope you find life inside of Jesus. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord give you incredible and great peace.